Hey friends, this is Paul. Thanks for joining me on Coplay Club. Today, we're diving into Minecraft, where I'm going to help you and your kid enter Minecraft together. You'll create a peaceful world, build a cozy home, and set up a safe Coplay. Jumping in, we're going to be using Minecraft Bedrock Edition. This is the version that you can find on an iPad, get on Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Windows, so you can play on a PC or laptop. You can play on any of those mixed together. Right now, I'm showing you the PC version of it, and later I'm going to see if I can hop on the iPad version. What I'm going to guide you through today is getting started in creating a world that runs locally, meaning it only runs on your device, your iPad, your computer, and how to turn it on so that you can let other people, let's say you and your kid, hop on if you're on the same network, the same Wi-Fi. I'm also going to show you different modes. There's two modes that most people play, survival and creative. We're going to stick with the creative mode today because that one is all about building, all about exploring, all about having fun. So to start, we're going to go to play. We're going to go to worlds. You see I might have a bunch of worlds here already. I'm going to create a new world. And from here, we can ignore all this stuff. We're just going to hit create new world. And that's going to take us to this create world screen. You can type in whatever name you want here. I'm going to switch to creative. And then we've got the difficulty here. We're going to switch to peaceful. From here, we've got the name, creative mode, peaceful. We don't need to worry about any of these other options. We're going to explore the multiplayer later. For now, let's go ahead and turn that off. The great thing is you can always go back in here and change some of these things. So no worry, no stress when you're getting this, and you can also create as many worlds as you want. These things all stay on your device. So if you're on a computer, it's going to stay on the computer. It's not connecting to any servers or anything like that. No internet, none of that. Now that we've got the multiplayer set, we got these things, creative, peaceful, let's go ahead and hit create. We're going to create anyways. And just like that, we're in the world. Feel free to take a look around. You see I'm in a forest here with some mushrooms. Great. We're going to talk a little bit more about all of these little things in just a minute. But before we get into the game basics, I want to talk about modeling, right? So one of the most powerful tools you have as a parent is modeling. Kids do what you do, not really what you say. So if you take a little bit of time to learn the basics of Minecraft, things like understanding how to place blocks, open chests, doing craft, your kid sees that it's okay to be curious, make mistakes, and learn. You don't need to be an expert, just got to be curious and interested. This lays the groundwork for what I like to call co-play rituals. You get to build things side by side. You get to teach them something. They get to teach you something. You get to take turns, grow, play together. It's going to be great. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice is I've got a little hand here. Hello. Depending on which device you're on, I'm on the computer, so I'm clicking with my mouse here. On an iPad, you might be tapping on the screen. You can go around and you can interact with the world. Let's say this dirt. I can break these blocks. Nice. And you notice I picked up some seeds. That's in my inventory bar at the bottom. I can go here, I can break a couple things, like this tree. Because we're in creative mode, we're actually breaking these things. We're not harvesting them. You can bring up the inventory on the computer. That's with the E on the keyboard. But on the iPad, there's a different button for it. With it, you can click through these different tabs. There's so many materials to explore. I'm going to go ahead and grab some basic planks. I'm going to drag them down into my toolbar. I'm going to select it using the number of keys on the computer, or just tap it on your iPad. And then I'm going to set it down just by tapping where I want to go. You can see the outline on the floor, kind of black outline. I right click and tap and I set it down. And just like that, I'm starting to build my first cozy home. You can also stack blocks on top of each other. This is really cool. In creative mode, when you jump twice at the same time, you start flying. You can use the space bar or the jump button to go higher, and the crouch button to go back down. And so you can kind of move around, explore, take some time to get used to it. I'm going to use that to place some blocks higher, just to make the roof of our cozy little home. Now, the cool thing about Minecraft is you can do whatever you want to do with these builds. It doesn't have to look like mine. Every build's going to look different, and that's totally cool. This is looking pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and find a door. Let's say the spruce door. I'm going to place it down on the floor. Look at that, I can open and close it. Nice! Just like that, we got the beginnings of a cozy home. I'll go ahead and look here and add a couple things, like maybe a lantern for light. Maybe I'll add a bed. I really like the color blue. Let's put that in here. Sometimes you can't place things, so just find the right angle. And if you don't like it, you can just destroy it and move it somewhere else. Great. So we've built our first house here in the middle of the woods. We've learned how to fly. We've learned how to open the inventory. We've learned how to move things around, destroy some blocks. I think we're ready to figure out how to get somebody in here with us. So remember earlier when we created the world and we went to the multiplayer tab and turned that off? We're going to have to turn that back on so that we can have your kid come and join the world. So I left save and quit, and let me show you again how to get here. You go from the main screen to play. Here's the list of all the worlds I've got. I'm going to go here to the Coplay Club land that we created and hit edit. I'm going to go down to multiplayer, and I'm going to turn that on. Da-ding! Now that we turned on multiplayer, I'm going to go ahead and join the world again on here. And then I'm going to switch to the iPad view, where I've got my kid's iPad here. And you're going to see what it looks like from their point of view. Okay, so here's my kid's iPad. Oh, it's got his Minecraft. Just kidding. We'll go ahead and open that up. And it looks pretty similar to what you saw on the computer. We're going to go ahead and tap on the play. And now we're going to see here in the worlds list, you're actually already going to see Coplay Clubland is already there. Why? Because we're on the same Wi-Fi and I have the world open right now. Didn't need to invite me, didn't need to send a code, nothing like that. You can also see there's a little tag that says Land World. I'm going to go ahead and tap that, and that's going to connect me to the game. And they're going to join, called spawn. They're going to spawn into the world at the same place every time. Happens to be where we started our game too. So just as things start loading a little bit, you're going to notice that we're in a forest. And look at that. There's a home right there. How fancy. Oh, and there's me. Hello. I'm going to wave. Oh, just kidding. I don't have any emotes. Similarly, I can go ahead and tap on these three dots on the iPad. That brings up the inventory. I can tap through the different tabs. I'm going to go ahead and spruce up this thing. I'm going to add a torch to the outside of the house to get a little bit of light. Tap. Tap. And there we go. And so with that, you just created a safe world, built a cozy home, and set up that local Coplay. You're not just learning a game, you're starting a shared adventure.